Wow. So this issue between Imisi and the mother is just getting messier by the day. Mrs. Mother is out now with a Bible. And in my last video, I said that in the video she released, she didn't specifically speak about the issue that Imisi raised in the house about being chased out of the house and that she got pregnant while she was out, and then she removed it and got pregnant again. She was raped and all that. She didn't address it, but this time around, she practically came out with a Bible. I don't know what she was holding, whether it's a knife or a staff. And I thought that, look, for a woman to go this far, damn it, this is something more, man. Right now, I really don't know who to believe because I don't understand how a lady would lie on her mom that she abandoned her in the house or chased out of the house, abandoned her, and then the mother is out saying it's false, that she never chased her away. Now I'm going to play a video for you. For those who know Yoruba very well, I'm sure you're going to be familiar with it. But what the interpretation of what she has mentioned or what she has said is that she has stated clearly that she did not chase her daughter out of the house. She's having a Bible, she's having her knife, and she says she did not chase her daughter out of the house, that her daughter went to stay with her grandmom, which which was where what happened to her. It wasn't like she chased her out of the house, that she didn't even know what was happening with her. Even though that I thought that that was an irresponsible thing to do as a mother, you care less about a daughter you sent to your grandmother's. But again, in that same breath, I also thinking this is a woman that has more than I think they said, she mentioned that they were 10 in the house or so. I'm not sure, but there was some that she said there are much in the house, and then for a woman, I mean, even people that have two parents, we know how difficult it is to even take care of two kids, two parents and two kids. So today's Nigeria, and then you have people who have like a multitude of people in the house to take care of. I can imagine the situation at that time. Sometimes as a parent, you go mad, you go crazy, trying to raise funds from here in order to take care of the home. But even at that, you must be responsible, for crying out loud. I mean, nobody forced you to bring kids into the world. You just have to be responsible. If you are bringing 10 kids, be sure you are going to take the consequences or the responsibility of taking care of 10 kids. If you are bringing in 4 kids, be sure you're going to bring in 4 kids. I mean, you just have to be responsible. By all means, you can't say you outsourced your responsibilities to somebody else and then something happens to them, and then you now say you didn't know what happened. You careless. Okay. When you say what happened afterwards, did you call her? Did you speak to her? Because again, it could be that Imisi is saying that even when those things happen, as a mother, there's a way you react to certain things when things happen to you. You call her, maybe give her medical attention if necessary, speak to her about her life or something. But maybe that didn't happen. That's the reason why she would use the word abandonment. I am not holding brief for Imisi, okay, because I'm also coming for Imisi. Because as it stands right now, what I am seeing, what I am seeing happen is that Imisi took that action or inaction of the mother as abandonment. That it wasn't like she chased her out of the house and said, "Go, don't come back again," or "Go because you did this." No, it's more like something happened to me, knowing that I am in certain location. You sent me to this place, or I went to my grandmom's and I stayed there. Sometimes something happens to me while I was there, and then you never cared to ask me what happened, how it happened, and then Imisi had that in her mind and moved on with it. And then I don't know. I don't know the relationship between her and her mother ever since that happened. I really don't know. But again, Imisi needs to come and address this issue because there are so many layers to it. And you can't, the more you try to hold on to one layer, another layer is peeling. The more you try to hold on to the layer, another layer is peeling. So sometimes you just have to connect the dots by Imisi herself speaking to this issue. Because if she doesn't, it is going to be a very huge dent on her career. I am not kidding. It's going to be a huge dent. We've seen people who have been hardworking, who have graced the Big Brother house, who have won and who are winners and who have continuously win in their right as a people who want to really, grow and impact the society. What would you be telling the society? What would you be preaching to the society when you leave your mom in tatters? No matter what the situation is, why don't you just call a meeting and speak to her about it and get her? This is your mom. It's your mom. Now, having said that, Imisi also may have set up her mom for drags in the house. So it's possible that there was no discussion in that regard, and Imisi ran with the fact that you abandoned me, and I found my way through it, and that pain I felt, I still feel it, and I will not forgive you for that. That thing could be ringing in her head. Now, you come to the Big Brother house, a place where everybody watches you, and anything you say in the Big Brother house can be used against you. I mean, some people can even go as far as checking you to verify your story, whether it's really true or false. That's the reason why I say do not go into the Big Brother house to lie, because it will backfire definitely. Except the lie, you will lie, you have layers of blocking it. Even when you get layers of blocking, you get person who go there for that last lot of the block, we go see and lie. This is the way you talk that lie. And that lie, everybody go hold on to. Don't go to the Big Brother house to lie. Now, having said that, is it possible that Imisi still has that pain in her head, went into the house and described the story as my mom chased me out of the house, and then while I was away, I got raped? Because that was how she put it. She didn't put it like she was in her grandmom's, or she was in her or she was somewhere or a family member's house, and then these things happened. She put it that her mom chased her, and then after chasing her, she now met what she met outside, which is the rape, the pregnancy, and then she found her way out, and then she continued, and her mom really cared less about what happened to her. Of course, you know the story was that, that she was trying to sleep with her father. Oh God, the story, yeah. But that's the reason why she was chased. But it's now becoming clear by the day with the revelation that the mother has actually given. Let's even play that video. Let's play that video. I'll be back shortly.
Àwọn ladies méjì kan wọ́n wo fóònù wọn rí bí tí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí TikTok. Ṣé mo bú Imisi ń bẹ̀ lánàá ni mi understand? Ṣé mo bú ní mo ò bú mi ìsọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ìgẹ̀sẹ̀? Kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ tó pé ìyá òṣì ni wọ́n rí mi o. Ìyá òṣì kí ló ń bọ́ta ẹni tó lọ́mọ ìjáde ní 12 years. Ṣó lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ ni àwọn ìyá wọn gbé kúrò ìkànnì kó ṣúrẹ̀ ó ní jẹ́ káwọn gbọ́ nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ.
She's having a knife and a Bible.
Ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ní nǹkan tí mi ń ṣe ó bẹ́tà kí mi sí lọ jáde o. Torí mi ò mọ̀gbà tí mo lè jáde ní 12 years. Mi ò mọ̀gbà tí wọ́n rí èpò ẹ̀. Mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ mọ́ sí mi ó láwọn ò mọ̀. Mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ àbúrò mi ó lóhun ò mọ̀. Mo dẹ̀ tún ìtorí ẹ̀ ìgbà tí mo lọ bá tí àwọn Big Brother ní kí n dúró tì í. Mo fẹ́ rí mo kò fún mi ní chance 5 seconds ká fi jọ jókòó sọ̀rọ̀. Á lóhun ò ráyè. Ó ní nǹkan tí mo rí mẹ́ tó fi ní kán lé mi jáde náà. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, ìyá ọmọ ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n kó lọ sọ síta. Ó jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ o. Torí nǹkan tí mi ń ṣe, ó ti torí ẹ̀. Tó ń gbé ẹ́ńbágò tí ò ṣe tèmi, tó ń lẹ òkò fún mi káàkiri. Èmi ò lé Imisi jáde rí 12 years o. Èmi o, mi ò lé mi sí jáde rí. Ọpẹ́yẹmí mi ò lè jáde rí. Mi tiẹ̀ lọ́mọ mi kankan jáde rí.
Okay, so here we go. I mean, she was just basically saying what I said earlier about the fact that it was false, that Imisi told a false story to the world about her, that she never chased her away. She never did what Imisi said she did, and that it is so bad. It is so bad. So let's even, again, I keep saying you have this pain, you have not forgiven your mom, and now she's out and about with this whole thing. I feel that Imisi has a responsibility, given that she's in the spotlight. This woman can destroy whatever Imisi thinks she's building. Her being quiet will not even help matters. It's only a matter of time. Brands will look at it and look at you and see the damage your mom is doing, and would just start moving away from you little by little. Yeah, you could say everybody is swamping you and asking you to do this or do that for them. But trust me when I say that brands might start pulling away if you don't take care of this issue. People have fallen from grace because of one issue or another. And I keep saying, what is that thing? What is that thing that is so bad? You've told, oh, that's all that there is, isn't it? Except there's something more. What is that thing that is so bad? So bad that, oh, you cannot say, okay, I just want to let go. Bring her in, give her all the needed attention, give her all, because this woman is your mother. And don't underestimate the words of your parents. You know, I've said this about even people who are getting married. The most important people who should either bless you or approve whatever you're doing are your parents, number one. If your parents don't approve it, don't bother. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Don't bother. I'm serious. And I'm saying this with all sense of responsibility because people these days would rather have the blessing of their pastors before their parents. They tell you, oh, they attach it to a pastor. You see the mad person you want to marry. The person will now be seeking the face of God to help you know whether it is your husband. Ah, Jesus, my dear, the responsibility of anything that has to do with union of you and another person is you, the person first, then your parents. If you don't have parents around, look for a family member you respect, you look up to, you that is a stakeholder. I mean, when I mean a stakeholder, like an uncle, a senior brother, you know, a responsible person of the family that people go to when things of this magnitude. That is people you should, even though theirs is not as important, doesn't hold as much water as your parents. Your parents are gone, unfortunate, but your uncle or your brother, your elder brother, or your extended family member who is elderly in the family is much more valuable than whoever you are calling your pastor or father in the Lord. I don't want to digress. I just want to keep it. So that's why I'm saying that just as you respect the blessing from your parents, and not just any parents, your mother. Hey, God, don't underestimate the curse that can come out of your mother's mouth. You see that pain of childbirth? No joke with them. Don't allow her get to that point where she says, you know what, okay, and goes to do stuff and goes to, you know, invoke some sort of things. Well, because like it or leave it, you're tied to that woman's womb forever. You can't change it. So somehow, Imisi has to take responsibility. If she doesn't want to come out and tell the full story, she can call her aside and say, you know what, just put out this fire. Imisi has the ace to put out the fire that's going on right now. What does it take to rent a very good apartment for your mother? What does it take to put her on a salary range of at least 200 or to 500,000 naira monthly? What does it take? She can do it. She can afford it. Why won't she do it? Okay, fine. You don't want to do that. Let her live in your house. Oh, you don't want to live in your. Okay, fine. Rent a very good one room for her. I mean, sometimes it's just how do they say to that thing? It is not always good. It doesn't always feel okay. It doesn't always feel right. But because it has happened, you must solve the problem. You must move on with life. It is not always the most convenient things that happen to you that you have to spend money on. Sometimes the most inconvenience are actually the ones that come from family. And this time around, it's not just any family, a mother. She must take responsibility. And people have turned on this woman, dragged her. I don't know how Imisi feels when she goes online to see her mother speak that way about her and see what people say to her mom. How irresponsible can a child be? How irresponsible can Imisi be? No, because it's terrible. You see people dragging your mom because of the story you told, the false story you told. And then she's telling you she didn't do it. It's false. And then instead of you to address the issue, you are quiet. People are dragging your mom, abusing your mom, cursing your mom. And you are quiet. Hey, God, I beg you. I no fit o. Hey, God. You know what I go? I go call Kukuba say, okay, shoot me, oh, shoot me. Now me curse am. Now me lie. Move on. Or call her aside and say, put out this fire, please. I'm done with just put out this fire. Why? How would you? How? Again, these issues now brings us to that point where we now start thinking, hold on a second. You may see from the outset looks like somebody is a jolly good fellow, but she can also be a demon inside. Yes, because if you told a lie about your mom and people are dragging your mom because of that lie you told and you are quiet, it tells much more than you can imagine. Jeez. Somebody please help me because I can't understand this type of indolence, insolence. This, what? Gosh. The drama is raging on. Trust me, there's still more to come about this. It's not ended. It's going to be some dramatic shit that we're expecting. Watch out.